All right, welcome to this little edition of Reber Live. I'm glad to be with you today. It is, what is today? 21st, July 21st, 2016. I almost said 17. It's a little strange since I'm not in a hurry for the year to be over. It's been a good year. So anyway, all right, so let me just do a quick audio check as normal here. Sorry, this always happens because I have this fear of, even though I do things exactly the same every time with my lapel mic and stuff, I just want to make sure you all can hear me. So somebody go ahead and type that in when you get a chance. I know in the beginning here we don't have that many views on yet. It's still kind of kicking on and going live to the Facebook world. So I'm going to pull up my thing. What do you call this thing? My computer. And I'm going to go to my page. That's what I'm going to do. Coming through loud and clear. All right, Neil. Thanks, bud. Cool. So today I want to take a couple minutes so I can just close this out. I don't have to look at this. And hear myself and see myself on a delayed Facebook thing, which is kind of weird. So anyway, all right, so listen, everybody, I want to talk just for a few minutes today on finding better people. This to me is the second biggest problem that business owners face, especially contractors, second biggest problem. First biggest problem I'm going to talk about probably next time I come out here, so we'll keep you guessing on that one. But I really believe the second biggest problem a business owner faces is finding better people's employees, people to be part of the business that you're trying to create. And so in order to find better people, I think it's important that you start out properly and first define what better means to you. A lot of us, we want better people, but we have no idea what that means. Better than what? Better than you? Better than the last guy you have? What are those non-negotiables that you really want to have in people in your organization? So for me, the number one non-negotiable for me that helps define better in any business that I will ever have is they have to be a respectful person. I've told this story before. We were going to hire a sales guy, and salesperson, and this guy was doing well. He was qualified. We thought he was going to be able to add value to our company. And my business partner and I were interviewing him. We were just about to offer him the job, and our office manager walked into the room, and she introduced herself, and this guy didn't get up. He didn't stand up and say, "Hey, nice to meet you. My name's so-and-so." And right then and there, we knew, my partner and I glanced at each other, and we knew that this was not the guy for our business, because if you are not going to just have that basic level of respect for other people, then you weren't going to be a good fit, because that was really important to us. We defined what those non-negotiables are, and that's my number one non-negotiable with anybody that ever works in any of my businesses, or anyone I ever want to partner with or anything like that, is that they're a respectful person. So be clear on those, on what better means to you, what those non-negotiables are. All right, so let's get into a couple more practical things on how to find better people. If you want to find better people, all right, you've got to be a better leader. It's really easy as the entrepreneur to sit here and look at, oh, I can't get people to do this, and everyone's greedy, and every time I turn around, they want more money, and they don't show up, and whatever the problems are that you have with your people. Back up and start with you. Look in the mirror. Have you done everything you can to set people up for success? You know, my business partner in the Contractor Sales Academy, Steve Schinholzer, and I, we talk all the time about how many people through the years in our separate businesses that we burned through that were probably really good people that could have done a lot of great things for our company, our different companies, but because we were crappy leaders, and we weren't setting them up to succeed, we drove them away, burned them out, whatever. So how do you do that? How do you become a better leader? I think the first thing you do as far as people goes, is you got to give them clear roles. They have to know why you're hiring them. Why in the world do we want Billy Bob here, whatever his name is, to come into your business? What purpose are they going to serve? What role are they going to serve? How are we going to know if they're doing a good job? How's Billy Bob going to know if he's doing a good job? Okay, be clear on what the roles are, be clear on how they're measured, and then get them everything they need to succeed so it pulls away all the excuses. Okay, get them the training, the equipment, whatever. Keep it ongoing. Okay, winners, here's something I've really come to learn over the past few years, especially, it's been driven home. Winners will not stay in a business that doesn't have a clear path for them to keep winning. All right, so I talk a lot about what I call a mastery ladder. Okay, I'm going to go whiteboard on you guys here. All right, and a mastery ladder, hopefully you'll see this, is simply when somebody comes into your business, what is that first level that you need them? So if they're an apprentice, you know, like a lot of you pond guys and landscapers have, well, what are the skills? What's the education? And what are the tools that they need to succeed at this level in your business? And then the next rung up, what's that next level? It might be, you know, pond, I'll just call Pond Builder 1, we'll call it. And what's the education, the skills, and the tools, and everything they need for that role? And then where can they go from there in your business? Now, it may cap out at being a job foreman or something like that, but at least there's a ladder. At least there's a clear path for them to be able to move up your company. All right, so winners are always looking to get better in their life. They're looking to add value wherever they go. And if we don't have a clear path of what it looks like in your business to win, then you're not doing your job as a leader of your business. Okay, you need to be a better leader if you want better people. Clear roles. Take the time and then sit down. If you have an existing team of people, and you're going, man, I never really gave them a ladder, I never gave them job description, never really went over this, then sit down, you know, get some pizzas and some beers one night and have them over to your house and sit on the deck and just say, hey, let's talk about these roles. What does an apprentice need to know in our business? All right, and Billy, where would you put yourself in this ladder here? Well, I think I'm right here. All right, cool. So have these conversations, let them be part of it, and you will actually find that those people will want to stay with you because they see the vision that you have for the business and where you're going. All right, second thing that comes to mind on finding better people, and it's to always be hiring. There are two things that we should always be doing in our business, and the first is marketing, and that's one of the biggest mistakes business owners make, especially contractors. We don't consistently market. The phone rings, we get busy, and then all of a sudden we look at the calendar and there's no work on the board. And we freak out because we weren't marketing every day. We didn't have a clear marketing plan in place. We didn't have people with marketing roles in our business. Okay, so you got to be aggressively marketing. Well, it's the same with people. It is the same with people. You always, always, always should be on the hunt for better people, more winners to put into your company. All right? I don't believe we should ever be satisfied with the people that we have in our company. It doesn't mean I don't like my people. Doesn't mean they're not doing a great job, and it doesn't mean they're not going to grow in my business. But if I allow myself as the leader to get complacent, then mediocrity is going to set in, and I'm going to have a common business that just does common work and common service. So when we're, think of the 80-20 rule, okay? Pareto principle. Basically, if you look at 80% of the results in any organization are usually from 20% of the people. Okay, and there's all these different, 80-20 things that you can look up on your own. I'm not going to waste your time now. Well, we always have a bottom 80% in our businesses, don't we? I mean, think of the people you have in your business. Think of if you have salespeople, okay? Chances are that only 20% of the people in your business are accountable for 80% of the sales. There are 20% of the people in your business that are accountable for 80% of the production in the field or in the store, whatever you got going on. All right, so love up on that 20%, but that bottom 80%, okay, those people that kind of revolve in and out of your business, let's try to continue to level that up and always bringing in new blood And in turn, it keeps everyone on their toes. You know, I have a client who recently, he brought in he brought in a foreman to his business, and a foreman that had been with him for many years who had gotten complacent, all of a sudden turned it around, and the guy's jobs were like, profit was going up big time on his projects. He was upselling more, all because I believe, there's other things they were doing in their business, but one of the factors I believe is that this business owner was always looking for better, high quality people to bring into his organization, and this other person who, you know, had grown complacent and was like kind of the guy in the company, it was a wake-up call, like, wow, he's bringing in other people, I better step my game up. And he did, and now the result is he's got 2 awesome people that are foremen in his business. So always be always be hiring, be aggressive, don't be satisfied. Create opportunities for people to step up. That's huge. All right, and that's that story I just told you about the guy who brought in a new person. When you bring new blood into your business, your existing blood will absolutely have an opportunity to either step it up, stay the same, or fold. And I've seen people fold too. Oh, well, the boss brought somebody new in, so he doesn't like me, and they cave. You know what? Move on. Those people can go work for somebody else. We want winners in our business. All right. Another way that you can find better people for your business is pay more. Okay? Pay more money. Money. Pay more. Listen, I'm blown away by how cheap owners can be. You know, here's a news flash. Instead of nickel and diming what you're going to pay your people, you know, I saw a painting contractor's pay scale not too long ago, and he's like, you know, we have guys that start at X amount, and it can go up to, I don't know, pick a number, 16 to 16.50. Freaking 50 cents? Are you kidding me? Come on, let's not nickel and dime this. The top end of this guy's pay scale was like $22 for a foreman. That's not enough money. All right. You got to help relieve some stress in your people's lives. Winners want to make money, and if we can make sure that money is not as big of a stress in their life, they're only going to be better for you. Okay? Instead of nickel and diming your people, what if you learned to be a better marketer? What if you stepped it up and became a better salesperson? And you had more processes and things going on in your business that are going to make you more profit instead of nickel and diming your people. Okay? Pay more money and expect more from them. Okay? Pay more, expect more. You want money, you got to have results. There should never be a winner in your business who feels like he's underpaid. And if he is, you guys need to sit down and have a conversation, because I promise you there's guys like me out there who, if I catch wind of it, I'm going to get them to relocate to Colorado, and I'm going to put them to work in some sort of a business if you have a winner like that. So pay more money. Stop being a cheap ass. And I know where you're coming from. It's this fear mindset. I've been there. We're like, oh my God, I can't afford. I have really good guys, but I can't afford to keep them. I can't afford to pay them more, you know, because we don't make enough profit. Well, they're not the problem. What you're paying your people is not the problem. The problem is between your ears, and it's about you consistently marketing, consistently telling a better brand story, positioning your business through great content, all right, so that the consumer sees and truly believes that, wow, these guys are the experts, they're worth more money. And then you become a better salesperson, or your team becomes better salespeople, and you communicate that value to people, and guess what? They pay you more money, and now you're making 50, 60% profit, gross profit, on your projects, and you can afford to pay a guy 25, 30 bucks an hour, 35 an hour, whatever you want to pay him. I don't care if a guy makes $40 an hour. I really don't. I want my people to make more money. I want them to make a lot of money, because I know the more money they make, my phone is being recorded here, the less my phone rings with stupid problems. The more things they can take on for me responsibly, like an owner, the less my phone is going to ring, and it's going to free me up to work on the bigger things in my business that have more zeros attached to them. All right, so pay more. All right, last thing I want to talk about here before we cut out. If you want to find better people and keep better people, you've really got to embrace what I believe is the number one leadership quality. And that's making your people feel safe. Making them feel safe. And it doesn't mean you're coddling them and, oh, you poor little employee, are you okay? I want to make you feel safe and all that. That's not where I'm going. All right? Where I'm going is your people need to know that you have their back. They need to know that. And when they truly believe that, they're going to. All right, am I back? Derek Johnson from JVI in Nashville just called me and interrupted the call. Yeah, so I suppose there's not a way to put this on air. Oh, I just thought of it. I could turn off the cellular and just use Wi-Fi. Somebody tell me if that's right. Neil, you're a smart guy if you're still here. Tell me that. All right, anyway, make your people feel safe. And how do you do that? First of all, you go out and you bid projects correctly. You bid them in a way that they have enough time to do the work, they have enough time to do really good work, and to do it right. And then you set them up for success by giving them a clear scope of work and the hours and possible issues they're going to run into. You share with them the opportunities they might have for some upsells. You get them the equipment they need. You have strong accountability with them and their team and all that stuff. All right, so go ahead and make your people feel safe. If they don't feel they can come to you and talk to you about, different things that are happening on the job without you losing your cool and flipping out, then they're not going to want to stay. All right, so people are texting me. Okay, Neil just said he lost me. Is anyone there? Am I there now? Am I there? Hello? Knock, knock. All right, so may not be there anymore. I might just be running my mouth. All right, so I got all these texts flying and this is great. So go ahead, define what better means. Be a better leader. Always be hiring. Pay more money and make your people feel safe. Let them grow. Get out of their way. Get them what they need to succeed, and you're going to have a stronger business. And with that, my train of thought is totally jacked up right now because the whole connection issue here, so I apologize for that. I will see you guys next time on our next little episode of Reber Live. Stay tuned for that. I'm out.